Hi guys, it's me again. So in my last video I said I'd do kind of a Q&A video real quick for you guys just because I have gotten some questions, and I did print out a list of the questions, but my 2-year-old ran off with it, so I have no idea where it is, so I'm just going to have to try to do this from memory. So basically, as I said in my last video, I've had people ask me some questions since I started doing this, and even though I think I've responded to everybody personally, I feel like some of these questions are important enough that everybody should kind of hear the answers to, or at least my thoughts on it. So the first one, for one of the first questions I got asked after I posted videos was somebody asking me if I would take my teeth out. And another YouTube person says, oh, don't mind him, I guess he posts that on all these denture vloggers. So I feel like I shouldn't give that any attention just because it was obviously someone kind of trolling or whatever. But just to kind of get it out of the way and let you guys know, no, I won't take my teeth out on video. And it's nothing against you guys. It's nothing personal. I just won't do it. And I don't mean to sound mean by that, but I won't. I've gotten to the point, it's weird because like my husband, we've been together almost 11 years. We met April 12th, 2012, so almost exactly 11 years. He's seen me with the good, when my teeth were good. He's seen me go through having the bad teeth. He saw me when my teeth were horrible. After my extractions and while I was waiting for the dentures, he even saw me with no teeth. So he has seen it all. And oddly enough, you would think that, okay, that I would be comfortable around him now. But oddly enough, now that I've had the dentures for a while, I find that I don't even want him to see me without them now, which is kind of weird. I mean, we've shared everything. We have 3 kids. There's really not too much he hasn't seen, but yeah, now I don't even want my husband to see me without him. So, again, nothing personal. It's just you're not going to see me taking him out here on video. So just want to get that out of the way. Another question I was asked, somebody asked me, did you go to Aspen Dental, and if so, did they have payment plans? And no, I didn't go to Aspen Dental, but obviously the financial part of this is important. What I would recommend for anybody who is looking into getting dentures is kind of shop around. Originally I was looking at affordable dentures, but I started to hear some bad stuff about them, and it's not every affordable denture place. The problem with affordable dentures is there's so many of them. It's almost like McDonald's, Burger King. It's like a franchise. One office may be great while another one could be horrible. I think a lot depends on who owns that particular affordable dentures and the staff. And I've seen some YouTube people who have gone there and had great results, and other people not so much. So I personally decided to just go with my regular dentist for the dentures. He referred me to an oral surgeon to have the teeth pulled, and then I just went to him after that. My cost was, for the surgery, it was just under $3,000, but I wasn't put to sleep. Getting put to sleep will add to the price because you're getting put under general anesthesia, and that does bump the price up. So mine, I think I saved a little money by not being put to sleep, but that's a personal preference on, for everybody out there. It's what you're going to be most comfortable with, really. So it was a little under $3,000 for that, and then for my actual dentures with my dentist, it was $1,900. But that includes adjustments for, I think it's either 6 months or a year after I have them. So I was pretty happy with that. So about $4,000 for me. Prices will vary too depending on where you are. That's one thing I've kind of found funny is that, dentures to me, I know there's different quality ones, but it just kind of amazes me how much of a range of prices there are depending on where you are. But yeah, I would definitely say shop around. Check Aspen Dental out if that's what you're thinking. But don't just go to one place and, get a second opinion, shop around. This is a huge investment, and, not very many people that I know have a few $1,000s just lying around that they can blow. And, this is something you're going to have to live with, and I think you need to do go to where you feel comfortable. Obviously that's important with a dentist, any dentist. And if you don't feel comfortable with something, speak up, ask questions, don't be shy about it. My dentist probably got sick of all the questions I asked him before I did the dentures, but like I said, you've got to live with it, and you want to be happy with the end result. So that's my advice for financial part of it. Another question I was asked was, I mentioned in one of my last videos, I was kind of showing you guys what I use for products, and I mentioned the stain away because I smoke, and somebody asked me, how did smoking go with your extractions, because you're not really supposed to after you have your teeth pulled. So I'll address that, and yes, I do smoke. I'm not proud of it. I'd like to try to quit. Honestly, I was kind of just trying to get this denture thing out of the way. Now that that's done, that's kind of going to be my next focus to improve myself, is to quit smoking. But to do both at once, I didn't think would work very well. So anyway, what did I do? I just made sure, when I was 18 years old, I had my wisdom teeth pulled. And at that time, I was smoking too, and they told me, you know, it's better if you don't, but if you absolutely have to. I remember being told back then to just make sure you have a wet, moist gauze, you know, in the sockets when you're smoking, because basically what smoking, one of the things smoking can cause when you have extractions is something they call dry socket. And I'll tell you what, I did get that with the wisdom teeth, and you don't want that. That was seriously, I've had 3 kids, that was worse than giving birth, and I do not mean that in a joking way. I am dead serious. It was honestly the worst pain I have ever felt. So I would say, if you do smoke, when you get the teeth pulled, if you absolutely have to, just keep some gauze over the extraction sites while you're smoking, at least until your gums are healed over. Just because that hurts. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. So that's what I did for that. And, you know, obviously not smoking is better. If you can quit before you get your teeth pulled, that's even better. But I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, don't smoke at all, because I'm not perfect and I did it. And, you know, if you're going to do it, at least try to be careful with it. So there was that question, the payments, and I think those were basically the main ones. I mean, I've had people ask me about what products I use, but I covered that in the last video, so I really don't want to repeat that. The only thing I will say is that to kind of play around with products. Like, I showed you guys what I use, but what I use may not work for you. I've slowly been trying different things. I've only had them 2.5 weeks, so it's not like I've had a whole lot of time, but I almost think you have to experiment till you find what's going to work for you. So that would be my advice on that, and I think that's about it. Again, if you guys have any questions or anything, just, you know, leave a comment. I'll also leave my Facebook page. I'll leave a link to that below. It's on, you know, if you go to my main channel, you can find it there, but I'll leave it down below so it's easier. And other than that, I hope you guys are doing really good, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.